Hello, hello. I have gathered you here today because we have some exciting business to take care of. It is time, once again, to store more photo cards in my binders. We have, all told, quite the number of photo cards. I've already separated them out as per usual to my various groups. And although a couple of these are fairly thin, all told, this is quite a good number of cards for us to put away today. And I also have off to the side a few larger things that need to be taken care of. Truth be told, this is not everything that needs to be dealt with, but I have a bunch of other stuff coming in like the next week or so. And some of the larger items were a little bit complicated. I have to think about how to store them. So we're going to be a little more focused today. It is mostly cards and a few larger things that are easy to take care of. So, as always, we are going to start with Miss Solgi and the rest of Red Velvet. And no, your eyes do not deceive you. The first card we have coming up is the legendary Glitter Tears Solgi. This was a long time coming, getting this card. And honestly, I didn't really think I would ever have it. I've been very nervous about buying it, especially on Instagram. There's a lot of scams on Instagram. I don't know, I've seen enough of my friends get burned, whether it's on Red Velvet or LOONA or whoever else, that when you've got something as sought after as this card, I try to be extra careful about who I'm buying from. And if you didn't watch my most recent Mercari haul, that's actually where I got this. I got this for a pretty good price. The prices have come down over the last year, and I did kind of compare it to the rest of my Reva Festival finale cards, and I'm pretty sure it's legit. You know, it's impossible to know 100%, but I couldn't find anything that really rang any alarm bells as far as it not being a legitimate card. Next up, we're making progress on a more recent collection, which is the SM Winter album stuff. We've had two of those, and I got the more limited Solgi card. I say limited because there were two versions of the album, one of which was a Red Velvet version, so you had a 1 in 5 chance. This is a 1 in, I don't even know how many chances, just because it's like everyone who's at SM. So you could get a Red Velvet, you could get an aespa, you could get an NCT, but you could also get a DJ or a Super Junior member. And so it's just, these cards are a little bit harder to come by. But now all I have left is the ID, which I actually have on the way. So that'll be in the next video, which shouldn't be too far out. Like I said, I have some other stuff I'm not putting away today. I've been averaging about once every 2 months for photo card storing videos, and I think this one will be like in a month time, just because I don't want a bunch of stuff to pile up again. And then now we have this Yeri card from the Rookie album, and that is actually finishing our OT5 set for Rookie. There is another set. I'm probably just going to stick with this one. I've said before, I don't fully collect the rest of Red Velvet, so I just kind of find sets that I like or build sets if there's multiple cards. So that should be it for Rookie, at least for now. Okay, and then we made some additional progress on our solo stuff. So this is another Wendy solo card from Like Water, and that will finish up this page. I only have 2 more of these cards to get. I think they're both from the photo book version. I'm not positive on that, but they're definitely from the same version. So either the case or the photo book. And then I'm actually, do I have all of them? I think I'm finishing Joy. Yeah, I'm finishing Joy's Hello album. So we got the remainder of her solo album cards. And I already put in a page, so now I just kind of have to figure out how I want to lay this out. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think I said this recently, but I'd love for Joy to put out another album. I'm just not sure if she's interested. So this may be the end of the Joy collection. I hope not. I hope she does do something else. And that looks like this is it for like official album merch. I didn't say that earlier. If you're new to the channel, I have 2 red velvet binders. One is for stuff you got in albums, and then my other binder is anything extra, season's greetings, pre-order benefits, all that stuff. Let me look at my bigger inclusions and see if there's anything that I'm forgetting. No. Okay, so that is it for the album binder. Let me get my merch binder. All right. And so, as I said, this is pretty much anything that didn't come in an album. They can be album related, but they're non-album stuff. There's no better way to put that. So first up, I have some Season's Greetings stuff. I've actually had this for a little bit. And honestly, is this 2017? I don't remember which year these 3 are from. I just got them in a set, so it doesn't really matter because it definitely comes before these. So I'm just gonna slide them in. And then we can put a little filler in here. Perfect. And then next we have some more recent Season's Greeting stuff. So we have 2 cards that actually came from the Season's Greeting pack. And then this came with the collect book that was related to the Season's Greetings. I just love this card. So there we are. I am working on kind of like a non-album style template, so I have a better sense of what, if anything, I want to get that wasn't officially released in an album. And oh, that doesn't look great. I don't like that these are like this, but I'll think about it and deal with it later. All right, and then after Season's Greetings, we have the holo cards, which I definitely have some larger items for as well. We have, so the first up, this is, I want to say yes. A friend of mine helped me get this. This is the holo card from the SMCU Palace. This actually came with a magnet, which, yeah, I still have nearby. So it came with this. I probably would have bought the magnet had I realized this was the way we were getting holo cards. SM has not been always releasing these holo cards with the postcards or the standees that they typically did. So you kind of have to pay attention to what's coming out because it might not look like you expect. I've got one like this one I also got. This is from their recent concert. And that came with a scrunchie that my wife uses. And then this one will come next. This is the Got the Beat. And that one actually came with a postcard. So you've got non-postcard, postcard, and then I'm going to just slide this in the back. I would like a little more consistency, I guess is all I'm trying to say. And then we're moving into pre-order benefits. So I have a couple, both are for birthday. This is her, I believe, SM Town and Store POB, and then this is for Soundwave. And I'll just put them up here. I thought about maybe continuing over here, and actually, no, I shouldn't do that at all, because this has got the beat. I should be putting all of these together. What should I do, guys? Maybe I will... It's gonna be a little weird otherwise. Maybe I will just not double side these, and we'll just double side this last one over here. So all of the birthday stuff can be together. like so. Yeah, I think that will work just fine for now. All right, and then the last bit is just some merch, and apparently I didn't leave a pocket for it, so I'm gonna have to go grab that real quick. And that just goes to show that as much as I try to be organized, even I mess up sometimes. So, yes, I have some merch, indeed. So, first up, we have a couple cards from the Got the Beat trading packs. We have her black border card and her selfie. I'm still looking for the white border. I have a winter up to trade if anyone is interested. Otherwise, I'll probably just have to buy it. But I would really like to trade. So if you have the white border Sulgi and you would like a winter, please let me know. My Instagram info is usually in the description, and I'm trying to put this away and I hadn't even talked about it. This is from their recent tour, R2V, and I want to say this is from the AR ticket set. I bought a bit of merch for their concert, even though they did not come around. It was very sad, but I'm glad the European Rebel Loves got to see them. I know sometimes people in Europe and Latin America don't always get, well, they don't always get concerts. They get overlooked a lot. So I'm glad they were able to see not only Red Velvet, but Odd Eye Circle did a European tour. So I'm very happy for them. I'm a little jealous as well. There probably won't be an American leg of R2V. That seems pretty much done, but maybe the next tour will have some US stops. All right, and now before I move on to these other merch cards that are not Sulgi, I have some bigger things to deal with. First up, I have something very special, something I am incredibly happy I was able to get. It is a bunch of prints. These are all from, again, the R2V concert, but these are specifically from their Japanese tour dates. And these are kind of interesting. So I think I have like 10 here. Yeah, I have 10. So we have, they're all Sulgis in all of them, but some of them are groups, some of them are units. And these are very interesting because you actually had to get them printed at like Family Mart, which is a convenience store in Japan. And oh, isn't this one cute? I love it. And that was the only way. These were not something you could have bought from even like a Japanese online shop. You had to physically go to Family Mart and maybe Lawson's, another convenience store, and go to a specific like kiosk and get them printed out. And thanks to my friend Liz, who is always very helpful, I managed to find a proxy in Japan who agreed to go print these out and sell them to me on eBay. So now I have, I don't know, these feel rare. They probably aren't technically because you could just go print them, but I think they're one of those things that once more people learn about them, they're going to be very sought after. And I knew if I didn't get them early, like when they were for sale, I was going to pay just such a huge markup in the second-hand market. And thankfully they fit very nicely in these nice 2-pocket pages. So then I think, yeah. So these I feel like are kind of a, I don't know, a little crown jewel in my collection. I knew as soon as these were announced that I had to figure out a way to get them. And I'm just so grateful not only to my friend Liz, but to my proxy for agreeing to get them. Because, you know, I mean, obviously she made some money off of it, my proxy, but she didn't have to do it. I don't know if anyone else took advantage of her listing. And unfortunately, it was a very limited, it was only available for a limited time. I believe it was like a month, maybe a month and a half that these were available. So, like I said, I knew once they were announced, I had to act fast. I couldn't just delay and think, oh, maybe I'll figure it out. No, I had to figure it out like ASAP. Okay. And then, wait, I'm forgetting something back here because I have some stuff for their, again, I got the Season's Greetings pack for this year. And one of them is a Polaroid, which I'm going to put behind last year's Season's Greeting Polaroid. Very nice. And then I have, do I have anything? I feel like I'm missing something. Like I feel like I was going to put something else here. Yes, it was underneath some other things. This is the AR ticket that I believe went with that photo card earlier. And I'm just going to slide this over here. I love these AR tickets, although it seems like maybe SM isn't going to do them in the future, which makes me a little sad. Just when I decide to start collecting them, they decide, we're not going to make them anymore. I know that's something my wife has been experiencing with Shiny and Key. Whenever they have like Beyond Lives, they don't necessarily do the AR tickets. She also collects them. All right, and next up, I'm going to put these two postcards, again from the Season's Greetings pack, next to the two postcards from the previous year Season's Greeting pack. All right, and now we're into my standees and postcards for the holo cards, and that will be the last thing for Solgi, which is her postcard for Got the Beat. Or at least I think it's her second one, because there was one, I believe, before, yeah, for Step Back. So now we've got the stamp on it. All right, and then the last thing, yes, the last thing we will be putting away is 3 of the 4 birthday cards, not the album. They're actual, like, happy birthday cards for Irene, Wendy, and Yeri. I actually just ordered Joy, because she's a September girl. That will be shipping to my Korean address, in like a month and a half. There's a long delay. So even though I said I'm going to be storing again soon, that probably won't be in the video. It'll probably be in my last storing video of the year, because I don't expect to have it until late October at the earliest, maybe even into November. It kind of depends on what else may or may not get announced, if there's stuff related to their upcoming album. We will see. But that is it for Red Velvet. That is the biggest part of this storing, just based on volume of cards. Now let me get my LOONA binder. All right, and here we have the LOONA / ARTMS Odd Eye Circle binder. This honestly might be one of the last times I pull out this binder. I mean, I'm not done with it, but I'm really close with a lot of my backlog. And if you couldn't tell before, this is like a very full binder. So other than filling in some gaps, like with the XX album and some like merch and pobs and those sorts of things, I'm probably not going to be adding a whole lot more to this binder. I will this time, because we have not only some backlog stuff, but we have some Odd Eye Circle. But I'm really adding them here because I don't have a new spot to put them. I think when the next comeback happens, I will probably move all of the ARTMS stuff to like a miscellaneous binder, either my current miscellaneous binder or maybe a new one. Still trying to figure that out. I definitely think a new binder is in order, and so maybe that will become like the ARTMS and the ESPA, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, up first we have one of my backlog pieces. This is from Midnight. The last Midnight card I was missing. So finally, I have another full era complete. And we are also finishing the AND era with this card. It's weird that it's like... That's weird. We're finishing yet another era. It's taken me too long to finish this. I probably could have finished it a bunch of times over the last like year and a half, but what can you do? So yeah, so except for XX, that's like my only album card backlog that I still have left. Because I'm even done with Japanese cards. Look at that. And then we move into the current era with Volume Up and the ARTMS era. So I have 5 of the 6 cards currently, and the 6th is on the way. And I was also lucky enough to pull this very desirable Kimlip. And let's see, so that's 12. I forget which ones I'm missing. So 12, 11, I'm missing 10. So that'll be a blank spot. Oops. Whatever I do for that other binder I was talking about, I may want to continue with the wide A5, just because look how nice that looks to have like all 6 on one page. I'm really kind of obsessed with the wide A5. Like, obviously it looks really good for LOONA. I'm considering it for TWICE, even though I just reorganized that in a nice, well, you'll see, my composition binder. And even my wife is looking at doing a wide A5 for her key solo cards. We were just talking this weekend about how to lay all of that out. Now, yes, we're actually finishing this weird page of mine. It kind of makes sense if you think about it, but these are all concert related. So this is from, what is that? LOONA on Wave and the AND concert. So this is like the normal photo card, and then there is a VVIP card, which I now have. There are, I guess I didn't really notice these fillers. There is at least one more card for this set, but you had to like buy some very rare merch. Nobody really bought it, and so even like hardcore full group collectors have a tough time getting it. So this is probably where I'm going to end. So we have this. These 2 cards are from their first concert photo book, and then this goes with the second concert photo book. And this was the random card. So everyone got a set with each member of this style, so that's what I have. And then this is the random card, and you only got 1. So theoretically, you would have had to have bought like 11 copies because Chu wasn't in it. So I think there were only 11 cards. And yeah, people have a tough time. I had a tough time. And then the very, very last thing is I got another Pob. This is her Make Star Hula Hoop Pob. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth on what I should collect. If I should collect pre-order cards. I know this is out of order, but I'm just going to put this back here. I'll take a better look at this later. It's so hard to resist a holo. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5 of my 9. So more than half of my pre-order cards are holo because I just love it so much. Okay, so that is it for LOONA. Now let's do TWICE. All right, and here is the Twice binder I was just talking about, having reorganized. And I'm already thinking about moving it to a new binder. I don't know what my deal is. I can't commit to one format. But we only have a few cards. Most of them are for MiSaMo. We do have one older card, which you can see on top, and it's an older era. Where is that? Where is Summer Nights? It's way back here. That's how long we've been searching for it. It is Momo's card in the floppy hat. A strangely difficult to come by card, very heavily sought after. Not sure why, but it doesn't really matter now. And my Summer Nights era is complete. Look at that. And then, like I said, I think the rest, yeah, the remaining 4 are all MiSaMo. My very first Japanese Twice cards. So I got this. This is from her limited album. And this is from... this is the group card from the solo jacket. That's right. And then this was my pull, unfortunately, from the normal version. I say unfortunately because I could buy this card very cheaply in the aftermarket. If I wanted to, it'd be much better to pull Momo or at least another member. I'm not against group cards. I like this card, but it would have been more useful for me to pull a solo card. And then this is one of the pre-order cards from Tower Records, which is where I got my albums. This may not stay exactly like this, especially as I get more cards from this album. We'll see. I think this is going to be a very slow album to collect. Honestly, there are 4 album versions, and I only have 1 Momo card across all of them, even though I got 2 albums brand new, and then this one's fine because I bought it in secondhand, so I didn't expect a solo card, but it's gonna be slow. I think each time we do a Mercari haul, I'm gonna try to find like 1 or 2 for decent prices, but that's about the pace I can expect this collection to progress. It's gonna be very slow going. And then I have a couple bigger items. I just don't remember where I put the pages for them. Should be back here somewhere. Yes. So also related to MiSaMo, I got this bookmark related to their showcase in Japan, Osaka and Tokyo. And I'm just going to slide this down here. Not sure when I'll get another bookmarky thing to put in here, but whatever. It'll come up at some point. It looks very nice. I really like the look of this. And then lastly, we finally get to swap out my Chaeyoung ticket because I got the pop-up shop Momo ticket. Finally. I do have, if you are a Chaeyoung fan, and yeah, this would go like completely in non-album stuff. If you are a Chaeyoung fan, I will have this, or I think I already do, have this on my Instagram buy, sell, trade account. It's very pretty. I actually got this myself in person when I was in Seoul. My wife and I just happened to be there when this pop-up shop was happening because she was going to a Key concert. So I've had this for months. It's in very good condition. If you would like it, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to send it along your way. But I am swapping her out for Momo, finally. Very pretty. And that is not only the last larger item, that is the last Twice item for today. So now all we have left is a few miscellaneous cards and we will be done. Okay, and we have the everyone else, the miscellaneous binder. And most of this, I believe, is, I guess it's split. So we have a couple WJS and the Black cards, and we have a couple ESPA cards. So I've been collecting most of the WJS and the Black album cards. I'm just skipping a couple units just so that I have a nice layout in here. And to start, we are finishing off the black concept for units with Sola's Bona unit. If you're new, I collect Sola. Well, somewhat. Not really sure what's going on with that collection, but I do theoretically collect Sola. So all of my units except one are Sola units, and then we also have this Sola Xe unit, which is this one. Did not remember where Xe goes in age order. So yeah, I think this means I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I have a literal handful of cards left. And Bona is clearly the hardest to get, because I have all but one of the Solas, but the Bonas give me trouble. Even the unit. Hoping I can finish this by the end of the year, but with the trading community what it is, it's not looking great. And then finally, we have a couple Espa cards. So I bought the poster version for their My World album, and I pulled Giselle. It's a very pretty Giselle card. And I joined the SM unboxing event for that album, and I got Ning Ning, who is actually my bias in that group. And I will probably be collecting starting with their next comeback. My understanding is they're supposed to have another one before the end of the year, so that's probably when I'll start collecting, but who knows? Schedules are subject to change, but this page will probably get pulled out and put in a brand new section when that happens. So that is it for my collections this time. Let me get the rest of my binders and we can wrap it up. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for watching my video. I figured I'd end on the beautiful Miss Glitter Tears Solgi. If you got this far and you enjoyed the video, I hope you will consider giving it a like. You can also subscribe. That always helps me out. You know, all the YouTube things. And like I said, I should be back with another storing Photocards video in the not too distant future, but I have other stuff coming up too. So I hope to see you all then. Until next time, so long.